shoulder. That is the starter from Gen 8, I want to say. 8, I think. Oh, no, 9.
9?
Gen 9.
Yeah, Gen 9.
So definitely coming with some backup, if you will. Let me tell you something. You're going to need a whole lot of that to go against Spargo. This kid right here, definitely a little bit of, I don't want to say retribution because Lima didn't beat him. He actually lost the T, but definitely wants to make up for that lackluster performance that he had at Invitational.
Yeah,
getting an uncharacteristic 9th place there. Well, guess what, kid? You're guaranteed 4th here. Looking to go a lot further than that.
He may be guaranteed 4th, but he's in a very precarious situation up against a character like Bayonetta. Mythra, of course, does fantastically on stage against Bayo, but Bayo is the queen of edge guards, so as soon as she gets you off, especially with that Pyra who's a little bit exploitable because of the low speed, sometimes you just die.
Yeah, it really is just that simple, right? There's no rhyme or reason behind it. One thing I really appreciate about Spargo, man, is just such commitment to not just try and do it with solo Cloud, man. We've seen so many times the Roy come out. We've seen, obviously, the Pyra Mythra, that being his selection for certain matchups. And it's not just throwing him out there herky-jerky. He's prepared for said matchups with said characters, right?
Kill with the F smash across stage as well with Mythra. Just the awareness of your options in that scenario. Very rare to see something like that. And continuing to run away with this next stock.
Yeah, he's looking pretty pristine at the moment. Lima got to figure out a way to slow down this rampage that Spargo has brought to the table. Oof. Ooh. Look at that.
This Pyra is so scary in the corner.
Let me tell you something. When Pyra starts doing tricks on you, that's when it's time to get a little shook. Okay?
Yeah, when you're stunting, it's over.
Oh my God, that might actually. Oh, okay, that was so close to KOing. Spargo with the absolute dumpster on stock number 2. He is absolutely annihilating Lima in this opening match. Good Lord, Len. Did we expect this?
I was talking about, I certainly didn't expect this. Talking about what happens when Spargo gets off stage. The adaptation, fine. I just won't ever get off stage.
There it is, bro. Pyra Mythra said, look, there's only room for one diva out here, okay? Step back somewhere else, girl.
I love what Spargo did there. He knew it wasn't going to kill, so he was trying to go for a reset for something that would. Lima, though, another step ahead and figured out that's what he's going for.
Look at this, 136, and then still just in firm control. That back air, though, want to find is placing a much-needed reprieve from some of that pressure Spargo is putting out, but still a long way to go if Lima has any hope of bringing this one back.
But he certainly can, right?
It's possible.
Those gimmicky gimp options, if you can find them, Lima has a win condition, and sometimes this character can be very hard to kill if you get those right bats within, if you float just outside of the range. And if nothing else, you can find those adaptations for the next game.
Big facts. Let's see. Definitely going to probably need a lot of those adaptations. I can't imagine this one's going to be coming back in favor of Lima. I hate to say it, not trying to be negative, but we all see the writing on the wall right now, and we see the up tilt for the win. Spargo, a dominating performance in game number 1.
What a great showing from Spargo. There's always questions when you have these kinds of matchups. How's the Pyra Mythra going to perform? I know there are a lot of Pyra Mythra haters out here. People like Spargo, like MK Leo, picked up this character trying to make it work, and they say, nah, just go back to the clouds, just go back to the jokers. And this is an example of where Spargo has figured out a way to make it work at the top level.
That's big facts right there. So Lima, do a little bit of soul searching here.
Yeah, you got to take a deep breath.
You really do, man. I mean, you know, sometimes, and we've all seen situations where game 1 just doesn't go your way, right? Things just go awry, but it doesn't have to determine how the set goes. That's the biggest thing for Lima, and he knows that. But Spargo looking really locked in with this Pyra Mythra combination, looking very dangerous.
Lima's
response.
He's going to need some mid-set coaching from that Pokemon on his shoulder.
Low key, bro. I need you to start yapping, all right? Stop looking and start yapping.
Tell me what to do.
Seriously.
There's just swords everywhere.
A lot of things going on right now. Evolve your gameplay, if you will. That's probably the advice the Pokemon will give. I'll keep it real with you. But here we are.
Yeah.
To Stadium we go.
Yeah, we do have a larger stage here. That is going to mean that sword, especially the Pyra sword, is going to control less of the stage, more room for Lima to fade in and fade out.
Yep.
But the same thing can go for Mythra. She's so much faster that now she gets a little bit more of control.
Very true. Spargo.
He doesn't want to get clipped.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to keep the control right now. Love that. Blazing end. It's all about creating some separation, but Lima closing the gap. And this is what we didn't see too much from Lima, right? Those opportunities to get those combinations, the witch twist being active. That is where a bulk of that damage from Lima is certainly going to come from.
I like the little cross-up from Lima up in the blast zone as well. It was one of those things, if you're not paying attention, you may not realize you got crossed up, and you get the wrong DI.
He's done,
but in that case, no amount of DI is going to save you.
Not at all. Just taking him to the skies, and that's how you will die. Nicely done from Lima. Immediate response from that Waffle House ass whooping he took in game number 1. I'll tell you that. That boy said, I got to fight back.
We'll see if he can finish his food. F-tilt going to close that out, keeping it even. Lima, Spargo, and we're playing Smash 4.
Yeah, we are. Oh, beautiful, man. Honestly, I love when Bayonetta is able to really get those combinations going. It's always entertaining to me. It's so amazing how this character just got propelled through the meta pretty much just by, honestly, Lima, Tama P. Those are the Bayos who've been doing it the greatest for sure. Well, I'll tell you, they make it look easy, but there's a lot of prep and precision that goes into piloting Bayo at this level.
Yes,
Spargo knows that. Obviously paying Lima the amount of respect to the point where he's willing to risk a shot just to hopefully get that early KO. But no, sir, the reversal on Lima's part going to put him ahead quite a bit, Len.
That was beautiful from Lima. And you're talking about that reversal, the way he was able to execute it, he was forcing Spargo, saying, I dare you to air dodge, at which case I'm punishing. And if you don't, these delayed fares are just going to stretcher you off into the blast zone.
That's what it is. That was certainly the case.
And that's why on the first stock, Spargo didn't go off when it looked like he should.
Yeah, 100%. All right, Spargo, can we get something to connect right there? Oh, no, the bat within's continuing to save Lima's stock. Just a hair off of Spargo.
That was scary. Almost got spiked. 119 on this Bayo. Pretty much anything from the Mythra, or the Pyra move kit, rather, will kill.
Yeah, but Spargo's got to be careful not to be too telegraphed with those KO options that he is searching for, right? That's going to be what's going to allow Lima to continue to grow this lead. Already a very healthy one. I mean, Spargo at his final stock, flirting with triple digits. Something's really got to change here. It's got to be that first stock.
It's such a challenge knowing, do you stick it out with the Pyra? I feel like he had to, but he just did not get the right call-outs. You're talking about his struggle to not be telegraphed. Maybe a little bit too telegraphed there. Lima knew he was going to swing, and he punished him for it.
He was all offense all the time within that last 30 seconds. Lima knew that. Just played some good, smart countermeasures on the defensive end, and he gets rewarded for it, man. 1-1 in loser semis.
And that's an important statement as well going into game number 3, where now you have the opportunity, if it's going to be a long set, if you're going to game number 5, you want to be the one who has counter pick advantage going into that. Where do you get it? Game 3.
There it is. Game number 3. Coming on in, sip of water, man.
I think the Sprigatito actually did give him that mid-set coaching.
Low key, it might have, bro. I'll tell you something, though. If he keeps talking to you after the match, I got a number for you.
You know, around here, that checks out, honestly.
If you stay in Florida too long, you start to become Florida man.
You start to hear things, yeah. He goes, I don't know what's going on. Florida man has been cooking this weekend.
He's been on some stuff, bro.
I was trying to drive to the Invitational venue, and we had a traffic jam. Why? Because there was a kangaroo on the road. You may be wondering how'd that happen? Easy. A bear let it out.
This is actually a true story. We checked the news.
Are y'all okay here?
You figure it out, folks. You figure it out. As I'm sure both of these guys trying to figure each other out. Go ahead and secure their spot in losers finals. Who's it going to be, though? Pyra Mythra continuing to be the choice for Spargo. You know where Lima's head is at, obviously. Ooh, that should be some big damage right there. Nice. Ooh, I like that, too, actually. Smart. Sometimes on the recovery, I like to see Spargo be a little preemptive with it because Lima can really kind of snuff out what you're going for if you kind of delay getting right back to that stage. Just immediately let that side be ripped, hand out for him, and then punish the greed. Very smart from Spargo, still having Pyra out, punish the greed from Lima, and he is rewarded handily with an early stock.
I'm wondering if Spargo went for that aggression because of how Lima was playing the neutral there. In the last game, he was doing footstool and then jumping away. This time, it was an aggressive footstool down air, which tells Spargo, oh, he's trying to box.
Definitely. Got to mix it up a little bit. Ooh, okay, we're going to drift right back. Yes, sir. Mythra reported so much luxury getting back to that stage off of that.
She just kind of floats down to the stage, and you got to deal with it.
Okay, she got that same floatiness as friggin' Luma. What she be on some demon time right now.
Ooh, there's the defense from Lima. He's starting to jump away more, and Spargo, he adapts so fast. He sees that jumpiness, jumps in with the nair right after him.
Oh, huge. There we go. That'll get the stock off the show.
Dash attack, super unsafe, but because it's such an awkward scenario, Lima doesn't go for a punish. He's scared of getting hit. And so now You're in a pretty bad spot.
Yeah, this is a little trifling. And really in that kind of situation, it's just all on the onus of Spargo. I'm going to just hunt you down. I know for sure that stock is coming my way and did not disappoint. Now a little bit of wiggle room for Spargo to work with. Let's see if Lima can chip into it.
Ooh, cross up there. Once again, Lima, he's not pulling the trigger on these out-of-shield options. He's a little bit scared. Finally he does, but he does it late.
Oh. A lot of pain right now. Got to be feeling it. What do we have, Spargo?
I'm wondering if Lima is starting to adapt the way he's viewing the neutral. I've talked to him about this. There are certain matchups where he feels like neutral on stage is actually his opponent favorite, and I think Mythra may be one of those scenarios.
Whoa. How about that off stage, though? What a KO with that back air. And honestly, this lead from Spargo looked a lot more healthy about 20 seconds ago, Len. But that might be it. Back within, not able to come out in time, but still not going to be enough to KO. No rage is on Pyra, so that certainly did help there.
Lima's going to look for the cheese. He goes for the forward throw. Drag down there. I love the idea, but he's not able to find it. But you got to try. Don't go off, Spargo. Don't go off. Ooh.
Spargo being very patient here.
You gotta be, because you know how close you are to annihilation.
And it's really smart here too. I love this, sticking with Pyra. No need to go to Mythra. The threat of Pyra alone could be a deterrent, but hold on now. I don't want to speak too soon. Oh my goodness, what attack!
He saved him! He wasn't going to make it back, but Lima had to press a button so he didn't fall in first, but he stretchers him off anyway at 150.
I honestly cannot believe Spargo let that one get away from him, but how about the clutch genes of Lima? I mean, when you got nothing to lose at that percentage, you just play for the dub, and he certainly earned that one. And Spargo sitting there in a bit of disbelief, wondering, damn, did that just happen?
Yeah. That's the fragility of this character. You have to accept that's going to happen sometimes. If you're Spargo, you need to really reset because, like you said, so close. And yet so far.
I really liked him sticking with Pyra, and I thought in my mind, okay, that's going to deter some of Lima's options. No, I dare say he was emboldened by the fact that Spargo's going to be a little too swing happy, and there's going to be an opportunity for him to course correct that and get the KO, and that was the case. Wow, did not see that coming, but I'll tell you what, there's a reason Lima is sitting there one game away from losers finals, Len.
Wiggle that shield on him. Okay. Lima dancing in the game. I see you. Feeling himself for sure after that last one. Like that, you want to see me do it again?
Low-key, bro.
Oh, you want to see me do it again?
Oh my God. Actual last hit of up B, probably saving Spargo there.
Yeah, Lima had a chance. Wasn't able to get the positioning, but it doesn't matter because he's got the reads.
Good grief. I mean, he just opened a book. Chapter, Spargito.
Okay, this is what I was talking about
Page
earlier.
11.
He likes to flank at the ledge in these certain types of matchups sometimes, and he feels like that is a more neutral situation because as soon as he goes on to stage against Mythra, she's winning.
Yeah, I mean, the way I just kind of like, the way he just dissected that stock, I would be hard-pressed to disagree with you on that. Spargo, a lot of room to make up. This is going to be a challenge for sure, but one I'm sure he's up to the occasion to make. Let's see.
Do like how he used that blazing end, stretchers him across the stage, gets a beautiful timing on that down air.
He's really good at hitting those down airs too, man. He's definitely caught Lima with a couple of those throughout the set. That is going to definitely bring this in a much more doable situation at the moment, but here we go. Lima looking to tear right into him. Spargo landing aggressively and continuing the chase down. Any bit of damage he can get is good damage.
Spargo is so smart about the way he uses those aerials aggressively in disadvantage. You don't see him swinging them out all the time. It's only when he is confident in their success.
Ooh, look at the chase down too, the follow-ups, yeah. So efficient, man.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. You thought I was going to down tilt again? Hold that.
That's a lot.
See, we got that down air.
A lot of good damage here. What's Spargo going to do with it?
Trying to bait a get-up attack. Didn't get it. Lima back on stage, back into the neutral as well, and now he gets his ABK opener. It's my turn.
That was a little scary, I'm not going to lie.
Everything about this is scary. Any of these interactions, it feels like, can end in a stock, and we've seen that. 0% doesn't matter. Going for the snipes. I like it.
I like it. Just put a little bit of extra pressure on. Nobody home for it, though. Oh, good pace. Oh, but doesn't make the right call on where Lima is going to be.
Yeah, it's a 50-50.
It is.
sticking with the Mythra as well at this percent. Even though Pyra can get the kills early, I think he's recognized that he's getting clipped way too often.
Yeah, that's kind of what his downfall was in the previous game, thinking, okay, you know what? Let me just stick with Mythra, a little bit more of a finesse option right now. And it's going to be working out for him. Great knockback on that up air, and here we go.
Yeah, I think at least for now, trying to use the Mythra as much as possible is probably going to be the play. Maybe we'll start to see it come out more at the ledge when he feels like he'll be able to swap back.
He had, I'm actually surprised that did not connect. He had that read. Lima, just a hair off, man, but he definitely knows what Spargo's kind of thinking, and that back air going to put us on even footing. Guys, this is last stock of game number for Spargo, trying to keep this loser's run alive. Same for Lima, though. One of these guys heading to losers finals could be decided right now.
The mistech was terrifying.
Yeah, you can't miss those, man.
Ooh, goes for the double up tilt. Not able to get it that time. The platform makes it a little bit awkward for him, and great stall. The high recovery, but you float down, which means Lima has time to get there.
And he does. Continue this pressure. Look at that, Lima. Man possessed, a man on the mission. Spargo desperately trying to get this 5th game. Does he have enough in him? Good patience, recognizes his mistakes. Ooh, Lima.
Pyra.
Okay, yeah.
This is a risk, but there's a lot of reward. Is he going to be able to find it? Interesting up throw from Lima, not going for the stage positioning.
Ominous revolt. Oh, gonna get interrupted.
He clipped him.
He's done.
He clipped him.
He's
You're
done.
dead.
Wow, Lima with the absolute dub there, 3-1. And we saw Spargo kind of debating in some areas, do I want to stick with Mythra? Where's Pyra? Pyra came in, I think, is this in his mind, like, got to make up this damage somewhere, bro. I'm getting chucked, I'm getting tossed around, and I know Mythra can definitely steal a game for me. Couple of combinations, maybe you get a spike, maybe you get a dare up smash. Couple different things could have gone his way. However,